You are pregnant and you are almost to get birth. All right? Can you be happy to get birth on public place like where people are?
How people must give birth on the
Go take care of your
Who
woman.
do you think
Go
you
take
are?
care of
Take
your
your
woman
wife
and
to
take her to a private hospital.
And also, and
take
you were
your wife
supposed
to the
to be
private
quiet.
hospital.
I will not be
This
quiet
one.
for
Because
you.
me and this
Where
lady
am
look alike.
Listen, yeah, brother.
Listen.
There's
You don't
nothing
know
about
your
racist.
nonsense. She's one of our own.
Listen.
In fact, I'll choose her before you. Don't come here and tell us about
I'm a
religion.
born South African, so you
Listen.
take your
Me, I
medical
respect
insurance and go.
everyone.
She's more
But
South
this-
African.
me
That's
and
why.
Did you just hear that South African black woman attack the black man? And then when the white woman jumped in to beat him down further, and he said, hold on, this is between black man and black woman. Then the South African woman says, no, 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 she's one of ours. As though you're the same. Just imagine the bizarre idea that you have adopted as a South African. This false consciousness that someone who showed up yesterday, you guys are the same. You don't even look the same. You look like opposites. But yet you look at this African man in front of you who has the same skin as you, and more importantly, the same history reaching thousands of years back into the African earth. Him you deny. The divide and conquer has been so very thorough that it tears black man and black woman apart. And this South African woman becomes the tool of the colonizer, trying her best to impress the colonizer, standing in front of the colonizer, arguing viciously against a black man who posed her a simple question, who said, what if a African woman is pregnant with a child and goes into a public hospital? Do you want her out of there? And then that South African woman said, yes. That should teach you everything you need to know. You'll consistently hear the South Africans repeat, oh, there's nothing you can say that will change our minds. Well, if you're so uncivilized that reason and logic means nothing to you, you don't understand words and language, then we must take alternative means to communicate with the South African. There shall be war upon the South African. They must be taught in the ways that they understand. It appears that those ways must be brutal and uncivilized. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives.
Yo, just the fact that the South African have this much energy for the Nigerian, the Zimbabwean, and the Ghanaian. Just the fact that they have this much energy and hate because they think that Ghanaian is taking a job, the Nigerian is taking a job, the Zimbabwean is taking a job. Yet, the white man is in their country treating them like shit. The South Africans can't even go in certain parts of their own country because the white man told them not to. Yet, they have this much energy for the people that looks like them. Make this shit make sense. Where's all the energy for the white man? Where is all this energy for the white man who treat you like sixth-class citizens in your own fucking country? Bro, you can't make this shit up. The self-hate in this one is real, bro.
It is hard sometimes to fight a war, especially when your brother is at the forefront of the war, because it's really hard to like put the sword on him because you're looking at him and you're like, this person looks exactly like me. But those are the people that are actually obstructing us from moving forward, because they are the people that hold white supremacy to its high standard, to a point that you have to pass through a black person to actually get to white supremacy. So it's like that thing, you gotta have to remove some black people first before you actually can get to white person, because there are black people who are, with their body, their soul and everything, protecting whiteness. And they are not ready to move because whiteness is protecting their little privilege of being able to stay in the babs and being able to eat their dinner with them and stuff like that. But let me tell you, that privilege will not last you to your third generation, because the real privilege will come with the liberation.
This is a message to the black South Africans. Why aren't you attacking the white South Africans and ask them to leave your country? Because your country, you don't own it. The white people in your country, they own your country. That's why you can't even do shit. When you say the immigrants, the other Africans are coming in your country and they're taking your jobs, your resources, what do you own? You don't even own anything in the country. Every single big companies, every single big investments have been invested by the white South Africans, not you. So don't sit here and tell people that they're taking your things. Black South Africans don't own anything in South Africa. White people in South Africa can give their jobs to who they fucking want. If they wanted to hire you, they would hire you. So they're hiring the people who come from Ghana, from Nigeria, who are willing to work. That is something you don't want to do. You want to sit on your couch. You just want to sit in your house and complain and complain and complain. You have been spoiled. You have forgotten who is the reason why you have that freedom now. All the other countries in Africa are the reason why you have the freedom, and you're here to complain.